Hi, it's the 18th of November 2011. I am actually at LIT. This is just another one of my video logs to give you an update on how things are going on. There's so much going on at the college right now that I'm literally torn from one day to the next of what I'm doing. So I've got my standard studies, which I'm still doing quite well. I'm still getting quite high marks. I'm feeling a little bit under pressure at the moment because there's a lot of things coming at once. As far as that is concerned, it's causing a little bit of stress, but I think I can cope with it. I've got a lot of work to do this weekend because, for instance, the effective teamwork assignment is a team assignment, ironically. And 5 members, but 3 members are off sick. We've got 2 weeks left to get it done, and we've got to try and do 5 people's work with only 2 members. No offense to the people, they have serious things which are happening in there, and all I can say is that we are going to try and pull as much weight as we can so that regardless of their personal situations, they're not going to fail, and we're not going to fail. It just means a lot of hard work. And those people who are listening, get well soon, and I hope everything works out. Alright? Everything else is chaotic. We've got the Clonmel Student Society, which is the society which has been formed in the college. That is going smoothly as it was. We had a meeting last night, 2 hours at the Railway Bar. Fantastic place. I don't know how we got the reputation it did, but it seemed to have worked out. 2 hours of meeting, quite relaxing drink. Then we went off to the O'Keeffe's afterwards for the comedy festival. That was a fantastic night. I got drunker than I normally do. Normally I only have a couple. I was in such a great mood, actually I ended up having 6.5 drinks. Half drunk because I had to leave it in the pub because I had to go over to O'Keeffe's, but it was worth it, So 2 great venues, and a good night. So 2 hours of meetings, 3 hours of comedy, fantastic night. On top of that as well, what else is going on? Student union stuff isn't working out at the moment. We just don't know what's happening. Hopefully, going to get some more updates on various issues like the march. You can probably look it up on Facebook, up on even Google. It'll be up on Google everywhere. Protest marches in Dublin. The student union are heavily involved in that, so we have a whole lot of other issues with the student union right now, and we're working through them. I'm optimistic. I have to be optimistic. I can't not be optimistic that in the next few months, with the student union and the work with CSS, Clonmel Student Society, we will get this campus running nicely. I think it was a great idea that we decided to come together and work together to try and make this campus the way it should be. And there's enough students here to make a really good, make it a good place to come, a good place to study, and we're going to try and press some issues and get the quality of campus life up. What else is going on? Well, the usual suspects like action scripts and professional development, they're all going smoothly. I have to look for work placement, so if there's anybody who's actually watching this video, I'm currently looking for work placement for the summer. But if you want to contact me, you can leave a message on this. If you don't, thank you very much. If you want to comment me anyway, fair enough. But there's another thing going on right now as well for us. I'm also a member of the Hairy Dog podcasting crew, who's branching out to become the Hairy Dog Productions crew, and we're going to start actually setting them an independent business within the college, which is going to try and do things like video, audio, web design, graphic design, all sorts of stuff, using the skills that we're learning here, turn them into a practical enterprise and seeing if we can create products that we can sell. Even if we don't get that far, we'll have great experience when we finish on the course, because it's more than likely that when we do finish this course, we'll be looking for either really high-end jobs or having to open up our own businesses. And if we can get really stuck into it now, then we'll have experience. For some of us, we're going to be here for next year, 2 years, 3 years. It'd be a great opportunity to get a whole lot of stuff under our belts, a whole lot of products working for us, selling them. It'd be a good venture. So there's a lot going on. It's a little more exciting. It's a lot more stressful. We've got exams coming up in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, I think it is. Exams coming up in 3.5 weeks. Assignments due in about 2 weeks. A lot of pressure. Things are going to get a little bit tough over the next while. I'm still trying to do the study groups because I know that there's a few areas that other people are stuck on, and I'm a firm believer that if you are skilled enough to do something and help somebody, then you should be actually helping them. And so my mission is to continue on with that for the time being. Anyway, I've babbled on for long enough. As you can see, I'm on the video log. Okay, yeah, alright. Let's think. It's just good to be able to spend a few minutes just talking about it rather than just acting on it. So anyway, watch this space. In a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to try and put a few more logs in. Try and post some of my work, some of my action script stuff. I'm relaunching my website, stephenmpgill.com. But I'm going to be changing it as well. That was a venture I started last year called the Mature Student Syndicate. And even though I could do the HTML, CSS and all that kind of stuff, I just couldn't get the support to take it that one extra step. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be including CSS and Podcast, the podcasting crew, on that domain, stephenmpgill.com, and trying to bring the three of them together with the one source. It's gonna be a big task, but I think I'm up for the challenge. I'm always enjoying challenges, so this will be one of my main challenges over the next while, getting all of those three things launched, their websites launched, and start creating. How do you say it? Start creating the products that we're wanting to sell. There's a lot going on here. It's so crazy what is going on right now. So I'm sorry that this video log is quite complex. There's so much I need to say, not so much I want to talk about, but just getting it off my chest. It is actually a good thing. Personal wise, things are going well. Bills and stuff, there's still gonna be a struggle. I'm not quite getting there with finances. Some of the bills I'm not quite covering, but we're coping with it. Things with the kids are calming down, as it were. They're kids. They mess their place up. We tidy it. They mess the place up. We tidy it. On top of that as well, my wife Tara, she's left the course that she started. So very important actually, because really wanted her to do it, but my commitments in-house commitments have just taken over, and she had to pull out. So what we're intending on doing is we're going to try and pay for the private one. She was trying to get through Kilroy's College and try and do a home course, and so I kind of owe it to her to make sure that happens. It's going to cost us a bit. It's going to cost around, 420 euros, so we have to pay for it privately. But if we can get on the course, then, we will. So anyway, watch this space. I will try and keep you updated. Now that a lot of things are becoming more and more in the open, I can say a lot more things, and I'll link them through this blog and through YouTube and everything else. So anyway, thank you for listening. I will talk to you again soon. Take care.